Hi, everyone. Happy Tuesday, and welcome to the Northern Kentucky Spotlight Podcast powered by C Crew. I'm your host, Sarah Brookbank, and I hope you had a wonderful long weekend if you were able to. Today on the podcast, we are highlighting another annual dinner honoree. Katie Forcade chats with Nancy Grayson of the Horizon Community Foundation of Northern Kentucky about this year's Horizon Award. We are also joined by the team from Broker Bros and Company who talk about their range of insurance solutions. Thank you to our podcast sponsors, C Crew, Google and Amazon advertising experts, and Schneller Knockelman. We invite you to join us at Spark House in Covington on Wednesday, September 17th to make some new connections during our Business After Hours event sponsored by Frost Brown Todd. This event is free to attend, but we ask that you register at nkychamber.com/events. Like I said, this is a great way to make new connections and check out the new Spark House location. Now let's go meet our members of the week, hear from our sponsors, and Katie and I will be back with this week's guests.
Ranking on Google Search and Maps is easy to understand, but hard to do. It requires constant effort and attention, uploading new photos, responding to Google reviews, writing weekly posts, and checking suggested updates. Google listing optimization takes experience and time, and there are no shortcuts. C Crew gives your Google My Business account the steady, consistent attention it needs to be effective, optimizing, updating, and expanding critical content every single week. From local retail stores to large regional networks, C Crew generates content, establishes benchmarks, and creates dramatic, measurable increases in engagement. So what can C Crew do for your business? More calls, more clicks, more clients.
Congratulations to our members of the week. You can learn more about these businesses by following the Northern Kentucky Chamber on social media, where we will highlight one of these businesses each day. Now, let's meet our members of the week. Gallagher is a leading global insurance brokerage and risk management firm that provides tailored insurance solutions and effective risk management strategies to businesses across various industries. Mimi's Macros is a healthy meal prep company delivering high-protein, macro-balanced meals straight to your doorstep, no subscription needed. At Sun Behavioral Health Kentucky, they offer a safe and supportive environment where individuals can begin their journey toward healing. Riskversity is a risk management consulting firm, helping clients identify and embrace or transfer risk.
Hi, everybody. I'm Katie Forcade, and I'm currently seated here with Nancy Grayson, President and CEO of the Horizon Community Foundation.
Yes.
Nice to have you here, Nancy.
Thanks so much for having me.
Awesome. All right. Well, we're gearing up for a big time of the year.
Yes.
Our annual dinner celebration. Horizon Community Foundation gives out an award for this as well.
Yes.
Take me through this award. What is this award?
So we formed the Horizon Award several years ago in partnership with the Chamber to honor individuals in Northern Kentucky who really exemplify that spirit of service and really exemplary dedication to giving back to the community. And we want to reflect on folks maybe who are giving of their time and talent and treasure, so not just treasure, but looking forward to how they're really helping to grow and move our Northern Kentucky region forward through service with nonprofit roles or in a community leadership role.
That's amazing.
Thank
oh my
you.
Goodness. So pretty cool award.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about this year's recipient. Who are we giving this to?
I'm so excited. We're giving it to a couple this year. So you may know of them, Shane Nome and his lovely wife and partner, Tara Johnson Nome. Shane works at World League Solutions, and Tara is an amazing leader in Northern Kentucky as the executive director of the Northern Kentucky Area Development District. But we did not choose them just for their day job. They have been passionate advocates for many of our groups, actually volunteer at the Northern Kentucky Chamber of Commerce, the Covington Business Council, have really been active with the Dan Beard Boy Scouts, as well as Behringer Crawford Museum. They care a lot about heritage and leadership and inspiring youth. So to me and our team in selecting the award this year, it was a no-brainer. They're a tremendous couple, and we can't wait to celebrate them.
That's amazing. Is there anything else with annual dinner that you're looking forward to this year?
Well, it is the premier networking event. So I always love the cocktail hour just to get to see the 1,000+ people who are going to be there. It's hard to see everyone at the same time.
Yes.
I think it's a lot of fun. I love the awards. It keeps it energizing. And I love that we all come together and celebrate who we are in Northern Kentucky.
I love that. Oh my goodness. Now, kind of turning back to the foundation itself, you guys recently announced a rebrand.
Yes.
Take me through the rebrand.
This is a summer of positive change for Horizon Community Foundation. We previously were called the Horizon Community Funds of Northern Kentucky because we are a family of funds. But over time, we realized we wanted it to reflect more of what we really are, who we are and what we're doing, which is a community foundation. So for us, it was important to honor that, to make it simple for people to understand. Sometimes it's a little nichey, the work that we do. It's always charitable. It's for good for Northern Kentucky. But it was a simple change, but a meaningful one. We have 2 new team members who joined our mighty team of 4, and we have 3 new board members now, and also a new location at the One NKY Center. We're so excited to be there with the Chamber of Commerce and many of our growth partners. So big summer, a lot of change, but I think a nice kind of version 2.0 that we're emerging into in our 8th year of existence.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing.
It's gone fast.
I love that for you.
Thank
Very
you.
exciting, and I'm sure being at the One NKY Center is just a dream.
It's been a lot of fun, and there was already a lot of collaboration. Just being able to run down the hall and visit with people, it's been great.
It's amazing. Oh my goodness. Now take me through the rest of the year. What is the foundation looking forward to? What have you got planned?
Well, we have our signature event. This is our only event that we have that's ticketed during the year, and this is our symposium. It's an annual philanthropy symposium. We focus a lot on data. Sometimes we have a deep dive in a particular topic. This year, we're saying it's a bridge to the future. Let's hear from all of our One NKY partners good things that are happening in healthcare, education, economic development with jobs and vibrancy. There will be so many different presentations. It's fast-paced. There's a lot of information that's shared and a lot of great ways that you can get involved if you'd like to join us on September 25th in the morning. It starts at 9 a.m. Also at lunchtime, we end the morning with our nonprofit awards luncheon. So we recognize 5 different individuals, either executive director for a large or small nonprofit organization that serves Northern Kentucky, board member of the year, staff member of the year, and volunteer of the year. So always have a lot of great nominations, much as you do for your awards each year. And so we're excited to shine some light on all of the great work that's happening with our partner nonprofit organizations.
That sounds amazing.
It's
like
a lot
such
of
a good
fun.
time.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Is there anything else I've missed asking you?
We love partnering with you. We can't wait to see you at the dinner. Thanks for having me here.
Awesome. Well, that'll do it.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Today on the podcast, I am joined by a very large team from the Broker Brothers and Company. Welcome to the podcast, everyone. Because there are so many of you, I'm going to have you guys go down the line and introduce yourselves.
Yeah, thanks for having us, Sarah. We're glad to be here today. My name is Philip Lamar. I'm the owner and founder of Broker Brothers & Co.
My name is Jake Robinson. I run our day-to-day operations, or I'm our operations manager for Broker Brothers & Co.
My name's Caleb Hensley, and I'm an insurance producer for Broker Brothers & Co.
Well, guys, welcome. It's so great to have you. I'm going to start with Philip. Tell us a little bit about your background. Tell us about your origin story.
Yeah, so Broker Brothers & Co. began in 2017. So 2017, in the fall time, I was at a pivotal point in my career, figuring out what direction I wanted to head into. And my father had been in the business since 2012, and it was something I was intrigued by, I was interested in, and so I followed his footsteps, and I got licensed in 2017, and that was the beginning of Broker Brothers & Co. So about 8 years now we've been in business, and we specialize in health, life, dental, Medicare, and we have a couple other lines that we do as well, and so yeah, that's a little bit about Broker Brothers.
Yeah, and so you guys work not just with individuals, you're also working with businesses. So tell us a little bit more about that and all the services you offer.
Exactly, yeah. So we work with pretty much anybody, Sarah. So it doesn't matter if somebody is an individual, they work a 9 to 5. It doesn't matter if somebody doesn't work at all. It doesn't matter if someone has insurance that they can get through an employer and they might not like it or it's too expensive, or if you own a business. Anybody, we have the honor of being able to help.
Yeah.
So we work with thousands of people throughout the greater Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky area with their health, dental, vision, and Medicare now. And so we have lot of different people that we help.
Yeah, well, that is great. And so obviously it's a pretty saturated market. There are a lot of people doing this. What do you think makes you guys unique? What makes you guys different?
Yeah, I think a big thing for us that makes us different and unique from other brokers or agents or agencies that are out there, even in the area, insurance, it's come to be a very transactional ordeal.
Yes.
And what I mean by that is there are, unfortunately, so many agents out there who they might have this awesome product. It might be super Cadillac, very robust, even for some people's needs, but it's very transactional in the sense that they propose their product and it's like a take it or leave it, if you will. And what that doesn't do is really address the needs of the individual and really how they need help. Because every individual, every business has different needs when it comes to especially health insurance. Mm-hmm. And those needs really range from your health needs, your health conditions, to your doctors and providers that you need to have in network, your income even, where you're located, because products vary depending on what state or even in some cases what county or area that specifically that you're in. So it's very needs based, and every individual has different needs. Therefore, not every product is going to fit one's needs. It's not a one size fits all. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of where we differentiate ourselves as an independent agency. We have access to all of the top rated carriers. So that's going to be, United Healthcare, Anthem, Aetna, Cigna, just some examples of A+ rated insurance carriers, where we're able to, based on the client's needs, shop the entire market for them amongst all of these top-rated carriers and find them the best plan at the lowest cost that's also going to fit their exact needs. Yeah. So it's more of a consultative approach rather than transactional.
Yeah. So when people are interested, what's that process like, getting in touch and jumping through all those hoops?
Yeah. So there's many different ways you can get in touch with our team. Once you get in touch with our team, we'll collect all the info that we need to shop the market for you, and then we'll shop the market from there. That next step is going to be on us, so they get to sit back and relax. Once we get all the info we need in just a few quick minutes, we'll send them quotes within 24 hours, and then we'll present the quotes to them. And then if they feel it's what they need and are looking for in coverage, we'll help them enroll via an application from there. It's very easy.
Yeah, it sounds like an easy process, especially as someone who has complicated health issues. The market is absolutely complicated. It's absolutely crazy. Yeah. There are so many options. Yes. Tell us a little bit about how you guys are helping people cut through that.
Absolutely. Yeah, so the market today for health insurance, it's objectively complex because laws that dictate healthcare, specifically insurance, are changing pretty consistently. There's a big law in 2014, there's another one in 2018, and then most recently, last fall. And so from a consumer standpoint, it makes it tricky because depending on what happens with different laws will dictate what you can enroll in. Yeah. And so one thing that we're really passionate about is education. Mm-hmm. So no matter what law from a federal standpoint comes into place for healthcare, specifically insurance, our passion, what we love doing is educating our clients, whether it's for their renewal or it's a new client and they want to know what their options are. We just take that little extra step, the extra mile, if you will, mm-hmm. to help them understand, okay, here's some of the law changes. This is how it affects your policy, whether it's your current policy or you'd like to get a new policy. And we help educate and teach and understand exactly what you're getting, how it works, how it protects you, your family, your assets, prioritizes your health. And so I think, and Caleb can kind of dive into this more, I think it's why it's really important for people to find a local broker that can help with that educational piece.
Yeah. Yeah, Caleb, dive into that. That's definitely a different aspect than some people might have.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a reality when you're dealing with a local brokerage. Our brokerage is family owned. We've been in the area for a long time. And one of the more important things to remember is working with a local brokerage. We understand the market directly where you live, where your business is located, where you work. We know what hospitals work with certain carriers best. And so we have the ability to customize your health insurance needs to the best of our ability.
Yeah.
And another reason is all three of us are always available. We take pride in our response times and our ability day or night to help our clients with all of their needs. Whether it's a phone call, a text, it could be in the middle of the night, you get a weird bill, something happens. We are always available, and that's the service and the pride that we have in the work we do.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah, that is great to hear. It sounds like you guys are doing a lot for your clients, for your customers, the people that you work with. You guys already kind of mentioned how to get in touch. So hopefully people will visit your website, call your phone number, things like that. Is there anything else that I haven't asked that you guys want our viewers and listeners to know about Broker Brothers and Company?
Yeah, really at the end of the day, our mission, our passion, our heart is just to serve our community.
Yeah.
We've grown up here. We eat at restaurants here. We shop at local boutiques or stores here. We have met our significant others here. We've grown up in the area. We're really dedicated to Northern Kentucky and Cincinnati. This is what this area has raised us, and we want to invest back into this community. And so if we can play a small part in helping people have that peace of mind, knowing that their health, dental, and vision, their Medicare insurance is what properly fits their needs for the best price possible. If that's our way that we can help people save money and get quality coverage, if that's how we can help invest in our community, we're all in. That's really our mission, is at the end of the day, just to serve people, just to help people, make people feel at ease with a product or a service that everyone has to have, and make it simple and easy. That's really our mission.
Yeah, well, I love that mission, and especially in healthcare. They can get really crazy.
I know, yeah.
Thank you all so much for coming on the podcast today. It was a pleasure to have you.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah.
Appreciate it.
Chris Knockelman with Schneller Knockelman Plumbing, Heating, and Air. It's spring now, but before you know it, our ACs are working overtime.
Dave, it's going to be warm soon.
Right now is a good time to get the AC serviced, right?
You can get your AC tuned up for only $59.
So get your $59 tune-up at
SKPHA.com. SKPHA. So if your plumbing and mechanical systems give you trouble, just remember our name. Schneller Knockelman.
Northern Kentucky needs tailored solutions to address our housing shortage. Home for All, Northern Kentucky Housing Strategies, explores how we can retain young adults, help older residents downsize or age in place, and ensure new neighbors have housing options that fit their lives. Dive into the report at housingNKY.org. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks so much for tuning into today's episode of the podcast as we learned about Broker Brothers and Company and the 2025 Horizon Award winners. We will be handing out the Horizon Award along with many other great awards at annual dinner on September 25th. I encourage you to register before that sells out at nkychamber.com/events. And while you're there, you can register for business after hours happening on Wednesday, September 17th. Thank you once again to our podcast sponsors, C Crew, Google and Amazon advertising experts, and Schneller Knockelman. Finally, if you are a member who would like to be featured on the podcast, or if you're someone who is interested in joining the Northern Kentucky Chamber of Commerce, please reach out to Lynn Ablin. And if you're a member who would like to share your workforce strategies and resources on our Talent Strategies Spotlight, please reach out to Nancy Spivey. You can find that information on the screen in front of you if you are a viewer, and our listeners can find that at nkychamber.com at our staff directory. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I'll talk to you next week.